All right, guys, pictures up.
Pictures up.
Pictures up.
Let's roll sound.
Rolling.
Rolling.
Sound speeds.
Camera speeds. 2. Asham. Take 2. Mark.
Settle.
Set. And action.
Welcome to the Penn Cinema Podcast, your behind-the-curtain connection for movie news and reviews. Now here are your hosts, Penn Ketchum and David Moulton.
Welcome to the show. I'm David Moulton.
And I'm Penn Ketchum. What?
Oh, huh?
David,
We're not done?
Are you still asleep?
I thought we were finished.
Because you were up at
I was up pretty early.
David was up at the crack of 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. I was someplace at the crack of 9:45.
Right.
So
David was in the lobby at 9:45.
I got up at the crack of 8.
You know what's funny is we always tease you about being up early because you hate getting up early.
Yeah.
But I happen to know from a reliable source
Yeah.
that your ass is at work on a daily basis. Like you are a working guy.
I still do normal life things. Yeah. I just prefer not to be.
You're at your desk at what, 8, 7:30, something like that, you know?
Yeah.
And then on the weekends, all of a sudden, it's like hilarious. Like, oh, David was up at 9 o'clock. What's he going to do?
How does he live?
Right. Whereas I am, and I know this is like, everyone's going to make fun of me for being old, but like, I'm up early, like whether I have somewhere to be or not.
Yeah.
Like I have no choice in it. I'm just up.
Sometimes it's like 8 o'clock and I'm like, boy's probably in bed. Maybe I should wait to talk to him tomorrow.
Right. You mean 8 o'clock at night?
Yeah, 8 o'clock at night.
The best was when you wrote me at 3:30 in the morning and we just missed each other.
So close.
That would have been great.
Yeah.
Well, David, happy Mother's Day.
Oh, happy Mother's Day weekly.
Belated Mother's
Yeah.
This could be a weekly, you're saying a weekly Mother's Day show.
I figured that we could be a weekly Mother's Day show.
Yeah. I think
thought
that would make
be impressive.
That would make perfect sense.
Yeah. Us being mothers.
Right. Being the mothers that we are. I've been called mother before. There was something else after that, but I chose to only hear the mother part. People say stuff.
They
I
were
don't
loving.
know.
Yeah.
Right. I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was all in the nicest possible way.
So what'd you do for Mother's Day? How did you treat the mothers in your life?
Well, we had a big breakfast. I cooked a big brunch. Had a beautiful bouquet of flowers from the best florist in the universe, Hendrix Flowers.
Wow.
Up here in Lidditz, 626-2009. Easy phone number to remember.
Wow.
Call and ask for Bernie.
Sanders.
And she will make you, no, not Bernie Sanders.
Oh.
Bernie Hendrix will make you the best flower bouquet you've ever seen in your entire life. I mean, you're a flower guy.
I am a florist.
You're a horticulturalist?
I'm a horticulturist and a florist.
Horticulturist and florist. So you must know Bernie by reputation.
I mean, obviously.
Yeah. Are you being serious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do weddings.
Everybody knows
occasion.
Bernie, right?
No, I don't know Bernie.
Oh, you don't know
No, I
Bernie.
thought you meant it was serious about what I did. Yes.
But do you know who she is?
No.
Oh my God, that's so interesting. Bernie is a Lidditz legend.
Oh.
She is a legend of Lidditz.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, I worked in Lidditz for like 12 years.
Right.
And I'm still here with you
Yep.
doing this thing.
Yep.
And if you ask me how much time I've spent past Target,
Right.
it's like single day hours.
He's saying north of Target.
North of, yeah.
Yeah. So Airport Road / Stouffer's is about as far up north as you get.
Yeah.
Well, if you would explore a little further north, up there on your left, you would see a great family-owned florist. It's been there since the 50s, I believe. I believe her dad started it. And the reason why I mention it is because Bernie has put in, if you've ever, I mean, you probably haven't, but if a woman in your life has ever commented on the beautiful flowers in the Penn Cinema ladies' room, the flowers come from Bernie, and they've been coming from Bernie since 2006 when we opened. Now, funny story about that. When we opened, we put fresh flowers in all the bathrooms. And immediately, the women were like, oh, this is the nicest bathroom I've ever been in. I love the fresh flowers. Who did the fresh flowers? Oh my God, the fresh flowers are amazing. It's wonderful. And we were like, oh, we're so smart and Bernie's the best. And we're just the greatest. Guys, not one single comment. Not one single guy came out of the bathroom and was like, hey, Penn, we love those flowers. Those fresh flowers in the ladies' room, in the men's room, that's the good stuff.
How shocked were you when you first learned how different women's bathrooms are? Because I remember,
Yeah.
I think I forget what I was on, like a cleaning crew at church or something.
Yeah.
And I remember like we were cleaning, so it wasn't in use, and we went into like the women's bathroom, and there was like a whole foyer with like couches.
Oh, yeah.
And stuff, and
Yeah.
I'm like, what? And then there was another room
Right.
door to like
Right.
the bathroom part.
Right.
And I was like, you just kind of hang out in here? Like, what? What?
Not to mention the secret bar.
Yeah.
You know, the secret bar they have if you go behind the giant painting of the sailor, it's right there.
There's even a slide.
Yeah, there's a speakeasy.
Yeah, I remember being like, what?
Yeah. So anyway, shout out to Bernie Hendricks for no particular reason.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's consistent with our Mother's Day trend.
Right.
Yeah.
Very good.
All right, David, do you have any good, hard-hitting news for the good listeners of the Penn Sonoma
Yeah.
podcast?
As all mothers know,
Right.
Voltron is a very evergreen property.
Indeed.
And by evergreen, I mean it's kind of browned a little bit.
You mean nobody's ever heard of Voltron?
You never heard of Voltron?
No, I have not.
The lions that robot lions that go together to make a big man?
No.
You know,
You talking Transformers?
for as much drugs as you did in the 80s, I just don't understand how you missed these trippy things.
I am shocked at that accusation.
You, the biggest deadhead I know.
Inconceivable.
Voltron, they had a live action movie planned. It's still happening.
Okay.
However, Amazon has removed it from their theatrical release program and is now taking it straight to streaming.
Awesome.
I don't think this movie would have done well in theaters, and that I think this is one of those rare occasions where I'm like, fair enough.
Well, I agree. First of all, fair enough.
Yeah.
Second of all, they have a lot of credibility because they put out Project Hail Mary. They're putting out Masters of the Universe. They're putting out just one title after another all year long. They're not all winners. They haven't been great. Or I'm sorry, some of them have been misses. But that's going to happen. If you're going to be good enough to put out 20 movies a year, some of them are going to be winners and some of them are going to be losers. You know,
Right.
and some of them are going to be Project Hail Mary and some of them are going to be not.
Right.
So, like, if they are putting out all these other movies and they want to take this other little movie and put it on streaming, okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, what? No good?
No. It's just fun to think how there used to be a time
Oh, God.
where no, this isn't a bad thing.
I know what you're going to say.
No. Well, they hadn't, if they made a movie bad or not, it came out.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And there were a lot, obviously there were a lot more movies. And, we've talked about this before. You talk about, there's limited screens and how do you get everything in the theater? And it used to be more.
Right. I don't know how we did it back then.
Right. And it's just interesting how now they can just flip a switch and be like, well,
Right.
you just put it here.
It's interesting. What I thought you were going to say was some sort of derogatory comment about, I remember a day when you would have lost your shit if a studio announced this movie was going to streaming.
Well, speaking of
But Amazon MGM, they got Masters of the Universe and they got a lot of stuff coming.
Yeah. Are you familiar with the Cannes Film Festival?
Wait, I set you right up. I took the ball and threw it up there. Let's try that again. Amazon MGM, they got Masters of the Universe coming out and all kinds of great titles. So, they're good in my book.
Yeah. Well, as you know, Masters of the Universe, which is not the next thing we had to talk about, but one below it. So
Right.
you would assume I'd be on point with that.
Right.
Is a movie that's coming out. And
Speaking of Masters, let me try. All right.
Yeah.
So David, blah, blah, Amazon MGM, Masters of the Universe coming out, blah, blah. And then you say, speaking of Masters of the Universe, they recently released 18 character posters.
Yeah.
Do you think does that smell desperate to you?
A little bit.
Because you wrote the show notes, so I guess it does sound desperate to you.
Well, I'll say this. On one hand, it's kind of hype because they're showing all these characters that people love and we're wondering what they would look like in the movie.
Yeah.
On the other hand, the fact that they released them all in one chunk instead of drip feeding them out over the last 2 months or whatever.
Yeah.
That feels a little bit not enough people are talking about this. Quick. Get as much buzz as we can as fast as possible. Most of the people I know who would see this movie, take note, who would see this movie are already in for this movie. You see what I'm saying?
I totally see what you're saying, but I'm picturing, like, I try to picture the meeting where this decision was made.
Yeah.
And do you think there was a guy or gal, do you think there was a person in the room who they were like, all right, we're going to take these 18 posters and we're going to drip them out one every 3 days for the month leading up to, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then there was another person in the room who was like, hey, guys, instead of like being our usual, like, controlling selves and controlling, the supply, why don't we just put them all out there and like give the fans what they want? And like, let's dump them all out on the same day. Like, oh, this is so awesome.
Yeah.
You're going to get everything you want right now.
Or, let me counter that.
Yeah.
They said, all right, let's release these every 3 days. And they were like, okay, that'll cost Frank $35 every day to send out his packet of info.
Right.
And they were like, how much to put them all out at once?
Right.
It'd be $35
Right.
one time. And they were like, go with $35.
Yeah. I mean, maybe it's both. Maybe they were like deciding, hey, that's one way to do it, or we could drip them out, or we could drop them all off. And then the geek in the back with the calculator was like, guys, it's cost neutral regardless.
Like,
I mean, I don't know.
I'm still hyped for this movie.
Well, I was just going to say, what's the buzz on the interwebs?
The thing is, I found the article about this.
Okay.
But I saw almost no other buzz about it.
Okay.
So to me, it was almost like if nobody was really not a lot of places were talking about it.
Yeah.
Then like, what was the point?
Do you think Masters of the Universe would be a good trailer in front of The Mandalorian?
Yes, absolutely. 110%.
Okay.
It's the same crowd.
Okay.
Same crowd. Because not only do you have the younger audience who
Right.
might not know about Masters of the Universe, you're going to get a lot of dads at Mando.
What I call it Mando. And whenever I call it Mando, I just feel so cool.
Yeah.
And I have you to thank for that, because I call it Mando because I picked up that little thing from you.
They do call him that in the show.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Okay.
They call him Mando. Now, I've heard from other people who wink, who might have a little bit of a problem about how you refer to someone else in this movie.
What, Grogu?
Yeah. And that maybe they've had to hold themselves back in how strongly they corrected you. Not that they didn't.
Oh.
Because maybe you called him something else.
Baby Yoda?
I think that might have been it.
I'm not trying to be cute or funny.
No.
I just don't remember what you're talking about.
No, Goonies Jason's like, he keeps calling him Baby Yoda. And I keep saying, that's not what his name is.
So wait, is it not Yoda?
No.
It's not.
It's Grogu.
It's a totally different dude.
It's only the second person of the species we've ever seen in Star Wars.
Okay, so does this show, this universe with the Mandalorian and the not Baby Yoda,
right?
Does this take place before Star Wars or after?
It takes place between Attack of the Clones and when does it?
So does this not Baby Yoda exist before the real Yoda or after the real Yoda?
This takes place post Return of the Jedi. So Yoda's dead. Yeah. But
when did Yoda
how old
die?
do you think Baby Yoda is?
Like a couple hundred years, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's going to live a millennia.
Yeah.
Or two.
Right.
And then I know that from the trailer because Pedro Pascal says, I'm not going to be around in 100 years to look after you.
Yeah. So he still acts like a baby. He's been around for like 150 years.
Right. All right. Well, Goonies Jason, I will make every effort. Although now that I know this,
you didn't know it wasn't Yoda.
I did not.
Oh yeah, it's not. It was a baby Jedi.
I thought it was Yoda.
Yeah, but it's not.
I was like, this is the origin story. I've been telling people this is the origin story of Yoda.
Wow.
I've not, but that would be funny.
You really haven't watched The Mandalorian.
I did watch The Mandalorian. I don't know how I didn't pick up on it.
Wow.
You know, the problem with these shows on Disney Plus is at the beginning, they should have like a card that comes out and says, "Dear Idiot."
You know what? This must take place between I don't screw it. I don't know.
All right, so the Not Baby Yoda movie comes out. We're gonna. I think I'm gonna put the Masters of the Universe trailer in front of the Mandalorian. And so the hype about Mandalorian is about Masters of the Universe is growing, right? Yeah. What are they saying about Masters of the Universe at Cannes?
Oh, I was trying to figure it out,
right?
But I kept getting distracted by all the beautiful pinkies.
Oh, yes.
Just shining in the sunlight.
Now, I read a headline that said there are more pinkies out at Cannes this year than ever before.
Yeah. I saw a picture. They gave some award to John Travolta.
Yeah.
And he was wearing the most pinkies out film guy outfit ever. Did you see it?
No.
He's got like the goatee, the older man goatee, and then he's wearing one of those like frumpy French hats that like he's like ready for a beatnik.
Yeah.
Like thing, and I was like, come on.
Oh my God. Was he wearing like one of those scarves?
No, he didn't have a scarf. Yeah, he was just like, you interrupted me right before I was about to drop my newest poetry.
I was reading another book.
Yeah. Maybe this will be a good film.
Right.
Yeah.
So what, he got like a lifetime award, right? Like a lifetime Palme d'Or.
Palme d'Or was, that was the award. Yeah. So what did you hear about Cannes? I know you always have your ear to the door.
I do. I got my ear to the ground. And I mean, there's two things that are sort of the biggest theme coming out of it that I can pick up, and I'm not in the loop, but I'm just sharing what they're saying, is that the studios, the mainstream commercial studios that we deal with are kind of not there. I mean, I'm sure that they are there. I'm sure that there's some high-level executive there, but they don't have like a major presence the way they have in other years, which actually has led to some good breathing room for some of the independents and some of the auteurs. It's been a very director-centric festival from what I can pick up.
I think that's the complaints that it's been getting the last couple of years. Because like Top Gun was there 1 year.
Yeah.
Was it F1?
Yeah, getting too commercial.
Yeah.
Apparently there's a movie coming out there's a movie that's premiering at the festival called Paper Tiger, which is the breakout title, and it's James Gray. Do we know who that is?
I don't know.
I don't know James Gray's, but it's a crime drama starring Adam Driver and Scarlett Johansson. When was the last time we heard Adam Driver's name?
He took a little bit of a break here.
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
He was saturating. He was everywhere. Yeah. He was the Pedro Pascal of a few years ago. And apparently there's already Oscar buzz for both Adam Driver and Scarlett Johansson. But then there's another independent movie called Club Kid, which is apparently like all the fancy studios. So A24, Focus Features, Apple TV, Netflix, they're all vying. I'm sure Neon's on that list. You know, they're trying to get a hold of this one. So Club Kid and Paper Tiger are two movies that will surely end up in the theater. And when you see the tickets on sale, you can think, boy, I remember hearing about these titles back at the Penn Cinema podcast.
Yeah, weren't they on the pulse of the situation?
As per usual.
Yeah.
What's up?
I feel like that might be all that's fit
Is that it?
this week. Yeah.
I sort of worked my way up to that one. Oh.
Yeah, you didn't leave out any. You didn't leave out any tension.
No, right. You just sort of getting right to it.
I was like, "What's going to happen?"
Right, David. This week we bring, for the good of our audience, 6 trailers.
Yeah.
None of them are awesome, in my opinion, but I don't think any of them are terrible. Well, there's one that's pretty terrible, but
interesting.
You want to walk us through? I don't know what my trailer of the week is. I'm gonna have to. I guess I do, but I don't want to see the movie.
Interesting. Well, Penn's trailer of the week, Chum,
right,
is a movie about it's a shark movie where these people's boat breaks down,
right,
and they're rescued by a fisherman guy.
Right.
He's like, well, I'm going to use this opportunity, which he probably orchestrated, I'm guessing right now, to use these people as human bait to catch a shark.
Oh my God.
And then shark things happen.
Oof.
Who would have thought? But apparently if a shark gets a taste of a human, then they become a new version of
They become
shark.
unhinged.
Yeah, the new apex shark killer, 3D 1000.
Right.
Jumping over the boat and biting people.
3D 1000.
Yeah.
David, can I ask you a question? Just between us. Just cameras off for just a second.
Yeah.
Just
pause.
Just between us fellas. Did you make this movie at home on your computer?
Actually, I used my cell phone.
You used your cell phone
to do the editing.
Yeah. This movie looks like
It looks bad.
It doesn't look good.
So how many theaters are you giving it?
Right. The movie is called Chum. It comes out on June 5th. Good luck finding a theater. Next up, we have Wildwood, which is my trailer of the week.
It's mine too.
Comes out in the fall, so the trailer is super early. I didn't 100% understand the plot, but I enjoyed. It was from the people who brought you Caroline. Sort of had that Coraline. Yeah. It brought you that same
Sweet Caroline.
Coraline. Bum, bum, bum. A lot of people don't know that was the original name of the Neil Diamond song.
Right.
It was Coraline. Yeah. But his mom, whose name was Cora, took offense, and she was like, "You can't write a song about me.
Yeah.
It's too obvious." So he's like, "What if I change it to Caroline?" And she was like, "Bum, bum, bum, perfect."
Perfect.
Yeah. So anyway, from the makers of Coraline, come a new movie called Wildwood, and it looks like Coraline.
Yeah. But I think it might be animated and not stop motion.
Right. I agree.
But it looks the same.
So this girl is told, whatever you do, don't leave the house. So she immediately packs up her little brother in a cart and leaves the house. And then they're like, okay, but at least don't go to the forest. So she immediately goes to the forest. This is a child after my own heart.
Yeah.
And one thing leads to another, and she's on. Is this going to be a coming of age story?
It's an Alice in Wonderland type
Alice
thing.
in Wonderland, all right.
Yeah, like, because they go into the woods, the little brother gets taken by things, and they get whisked off into this fairyland in the woods. And she has to save her brother. And I was going to ask, and I'm proud of you, if you knew how they were related.
Oh, yeah, her little brother.
Yeah, because I tell you what, I thought it was his young mom up until the end when she said brother, and then I zooped to the beginning, which had faltered a little when it faltered a little when I hit play, and then I caught that they said that the girl was sitting at the table, and because I didn't see the mom first time around.
So in other words, I watched the trailer more carefully than you did.
There's the first time for everything.
There's the first time for everything. Next up, we have another trailer, which looks equally weird. This is the second trailer for Backrooms, which comes out next week. Or, I'm sorry, the following week. The week after Mandalorian, Baby Not Yoda. So this would be May 29th.
Yeah.
The movie is Backrooms, and why don't you walk us through it?
I think I'm really curious about this. It's going to be difficult to pull off, but... after the first trailer, I went and watched a bunch of and I am not kidding. I should say I listened to a 2-hour breakdown of the story because it's based off of a viral online, I don't know if it was YouTube, but it was a found footage series that went on for a couple of years about these people finding the space between spaces kind of thing. Like you press against this wall and you go through and it's just like this warehouse that doesn't end. And each room is a little bit weirder. And then there's monsters in there. Who would have thought? So I think this movie has promise.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see how they pull it off.
I want to see this movie.
Yeah.
But I was watching the trailer this morning, being the professional that I am. And one of the first things it says in the trailer is it strips movie horror, down to its core essence or something along those lines. And I thought to myself, I don't know if that's what I'm looking for in a film.
I don't know, because I don't know how much horror I think the reason the series was so popular is the horror is the unknown, the fear of the unknown. So they never you only ever see the monster from down the hall or... You find a body and it's of the guy you're with, because the rooms play with time,
right?
And so it's he hasn't. Why is the body of my friend next to me? And then later on, of course, your friend dies and winds up in that room,
right?
And that kind of weird, trippy.
I totally want to see it.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
Next up, we have a movie called Finding Emily by Focus Films. This movie is in Ireland?
But yeah.
Whatever. I think it's Ireland.
That was English.
Or it's Scotland, or it's...
No, it's Ireland.
It's Ireland.
Yeah.
But I thought that they were pretty easy to understand, but then they still also had closed captions at the bottom for the thick accents. Premise here is a guy meets a girl. He thinks she's amazing at a party. She gives him a number, tells him about all the stuff. They agree to go out again. The next day, he finds out he has one too many digits. And he goes off to try and figure out, like, where she is. I got to find her. And all he knows is she goes to this school. But at the same time, some other girl at the school has to do a psych paper on how love messes with people. And so she sees his plight and starts to follow him, help him with this. And I don't want to go out on a limb here.
Right.
But I think throughout the thing, this girl might fall in love with this boy. And this boy might realize, wait, maybe this is the type of girl I want to be with.
What I've been searching for all along has been right in front of me.
Right.
This whole time.
And not the girl from the bar that I knew for 2 seconds.
Right.
That's just, I'm guessing.
Right. And that's a wild guess.
Yeah.
I don't know where you came up with that. But the obviousness of the plot is what prevented this from being my trailer of the week.
Yeah.
This looks like fun, like a good rom-com.
I thought so. I was like, I don't hate this.
Right.
Like, it's fine. Like, it looks cute at times, too. Like, I would watch it, but this trailer doesn't make me want to watch it.
Right. If I end up watching this, it'll be cool.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure I'm going to be, like, carving out time. Now, it does come out in August, so, it might find a slot. This would be a good movie to have in theater one. I'll tell you, one thing that challenges, and I don't want to write off an entire genre because of one movie, but that movie that came out a few weeks ago called I Swear,
yeah,
the kid had Tourette's.
Yeah.
Now, granted, the movie was maybe a challenging topic.
Right.
You wouldn't call it a mainstream, accessible, great, love story topic. But even with that being said, it had a similar feel because it takes place in Ireland. They got those great Irish accents, and it's obviously shot in Ireland and so on and so forth. Nobody came to see it.
Right.
So I'm hoping that Finding Emily would, because of the love story and, a little bit more of an accessible topic, I'm hoping that would bring more people out for it. So we'll see.
All right. Next up, we have my least favorite trailer of the week. And that's The Rivals, Amaziah King?
Mm-hmm. Amaziah.
Amaziah King? Amaziah?
I think there's instead of a silent E, there's invisible I. There's an invisible I. I think it was Amaziah.
Amaziah? It stars
Matthew McConaughey.
All right. And he is a bee.
Remember he did that car commercial where he's always, and the meme was he's rolling an invisible booger in his hands while it was a Lincoln commercial and he was always like.
Yeah, he could have just put his pinky up and said he was like.
Right.
He plays a beekeeper with his beekeeper friend, maybe lover, I don't know. It's hard to tell.
Apprentice, it looked to me like.
Maybe, yeah.
Protege.
And then someone steals the bees and all the honey. And he's like, dang, this is rough life. Guess I'll move on. But then the girl, his apprentice, is like, no, I know these bees. I'm going to get them.
I don't think he's an innocent beekeeper.
Oh.
Do you?
I don't know.
I think there's another level. I don't think they were just taken, I don't think somebody was like, I'm going to go take these bees. I think there was some maliciousness involved.
Well, either way, the words that came up during it, the movie did not catch me to begin with.
Yeah, it didn't look great.
But then on top of it, they're like, this is the most joyous movie you'll ever see amongst pictures of them breaking in to places.
Yeah.
Like, what? And they're really uplifts the soul. And I'm like, what?
So McConaughey saw Jason Statham as a beekeeper.
Yeah.
And called his agent and was like, brah,
I can do this.
I could do that.
He does it. I could do it.
This movie also raised a question for me. What's up with you? No, just kidding. It raised a question for me. David, why don't you have a protege yet?
That's a good question.
You should have one by now.
I'm just waiting for the perfect candidate to
Perfect moment to present itself. Podcast@penncinema.com if you want to be David's protege.
Yeah. And give me your sales pitch.
Yep.
Maybe we'll read the best ones.
Right. I think the first point should be a willingness to go be you for the first 4 hours of every work shift.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He or she clocks in as you.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. Look at me. I'm
Does
David.
the shipping. Sure, you can send that truck over to Omaha, no problem. Yeah, you're good. Stop in Spokane on the way.
Yeah.
You know,
hey, everybody. Bad joke. And nobody would notice.
Right. They'd be like, hey, did you hear that bad joke? I guess David's here.
David must be here. Yeah.
He's definitely here. All right. Last but not least, or maybe least, depending how you looked at it. Last but not least, Another World from G Kids also allegedly comes out on June 5th. Another World. David, you're going to have to walk us through this because I did watch it, but I did not follow it or care.
Well, let me tell you, Penn.
Talk to me.
That I also had a hard time following this. From what I gathered, it's about a spirit that helps souls cross over through a purgatory. And a kid shows up and it's like, will I ever see my brother again? And whether or not the spirit decides to keep him there until his brother shows up, or is specifically trying to get him to his brother's soul or something. But then I think the kid has some sort of evil corruption in him, or he must have done something bad. But because he lingers there, that evil manifests as some sort of monster that they have to fight. That's kind of what I get, and it could be totally wrong.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was animated.
I said, were you still talking about this movie?
Complex story with colors?
Whoa.
I'm out.
I'm out.
Yeah. No. I thought the animation style was really cool, though.
I was watching it and I was thinking to myself, how come there's nobody screaming? And then like 2 seconds later, and then I was thinking, well, at least they're not all crying. And then 2 seconds later, the tears.
Oh, so you've seen anime?
Yes. Screaming and crying.
Yeah.
Hashtag anime.
I am going to wait for Frodo to tell me why I need to look into this further. And I'm sure she has.
I am going to wait for Frodo to tell you why you should look into this further. Perfect. So we both have our jobs to do.
Yeah.
We all got a lot on our plate.
I'm glad that we know our roles.
Right.
And that they're both dependent on Frodo.
Right. And neither involves me watching this movie.
Exactly. Exactly. All right. So my trailer of the week, and also Penn's trailer of the week, is Wildwood.
Jackpot. Great minds think alike.
Yeah.
And so do ours.
Yeah. Just like them.
What were you going to say?
Nothing. I just like us being on the same team.
Yeah.
And getting along.
Yeah. Unity, baby.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All righty. Perfect.
All right, David. This week we are reviewing a film from Black Bear, which is a new-ish studio. The movie's called In the Gray, and it stars Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh.
Gyllenhaal. And I feel like it also stars somebody else, but I can't place who else.
Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill, yes.
And it's directed by one
Guy Ritchie. Yeah, and Henry Cavill played Superman.
Correct.
Back in the day.
Yep.
Not anymore.
He's not David Cornsweet.
Right. He's not David Cornsweet.
He is.
Right. He's nowhere to be seen in the upcoming Supergirl.
No.
Which I'm excited about. I can't wait to see the Supergirl.
It's going to be fun.
Okay, so anyway, In the Gray is about a special agent, you would say, a woman? What are you going to call her? I saw
She's
it.
a lawyer.
I'm not trying to be cute. So is she a lawyer?
She's like a crooked lawyer.
She's a crooked lawyer, and she has these like teams of like secret
lesser lawyers.
No, like who is Jake and Henry? They're not lawyers.
No, they're like enforcers.
Yeah, she has this team of like enforcer assassin types. And they go in and shoot the bad guys, and she's like going toe to toe with some like awful arms dealer, and somehow like she needs this, and he stole this, and she's getting it back.
So asset companies, that lend money to dubious people, sometimes don't get the money back.
Whoa!
And so they need to get the money back legally by doing illegal things,
right?
And that's where this girl comes in, and she has a team to help push things legally in her way to blackmail the other people to pay the money back.
Yeah.
So it's all kind of like
Yeah.
they use the system to get what they want.
Right. They do illegal things to force somebody to take an actually legal action.
Yeah.
Okay. What'd you think?
I thought this movie was better than I expected. I thought it was fun. I didn't think it was as funny as I thought it was going to be. And it was fine. It was fine. It reminded me, it was very much, it was like, I think because it was mostly American, it was missing a little bit of the Guy Ritchie charm. And then it also felt like he mixed himself with Wes Anderson. Because at the beginning of the movie, there's lots of like listing things and showing like quick clips to be like, and we use these types of grenades and then show the grenade and this kind of bomb and then show the bomb, which kind of worked. But at the same time, you could very much tell this movie was trying to make you feel smart for watching it. And it almost was there.
Yeah.
Just barely. So I had an enjoyable time, but I don't think this is like fantastic.
I couldn't have said it better myself. I agree with all those things. I would categorize this movie as I'm not going to tell any of my friends like, hey, you got to make sure you get in and see this movie.
Right.
But if somebody was like, hey, Penn, I'm coming to the movies this weekend. I already saw Michael. I already saw Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah.
You know, I want to see an action movie. I would be like, oh, go watch In the Gray. You would love it.
It is a popcorn movie.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a pizza movie.
No, it's not pizza.
Well,
yeah.
I think it's
popcorn.
Yeah, because it does take like what you think it's going to be, and it like puts it upside down halfway through.
Yeah, a little bit.
And I liked that a lot.
Yeah, me too.
That it wasn't just a straight up heist movie. It had other stuff going on.
You know what it had? It had my number one pet peeve.
What's that?
Do you remember? You don't remember what my number one pet peeve is? My number one pet peeve in movies is when 20 bad guys shoot at the good guy and nobody hits them, and then the good guy shoots one gun and kills all 20 bad guys.
I thought of that.
While you thought of me?
I thought of that, and then afterwards, I actually commented after the movie how I liked how it wasn't that. Because in your scenario, yes, the bad guys couldn't hit them. I'll agree. But in your scenario, normally the good guy turns around, has an automatic rifle, and shoots one shot, and he kills the guy.
Right.
Every shot kills.
Right.
But in this movie, the good guys also missed the bad guys. And they were like, and like they were just missing. It was like it would hit the ground in front of them. And there were times when they did kill them, like lickety split. But like when they were being stormed, they were just like, it was clear they were not being like Supermen.
I don't know. There was a lot of scenes where the good guys were pinned down and somehow made it out.
Well, that's why they're good guys.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
All right, so this is the best movie I've ever seen.
It is the best movie I've ever seen. Next week.
Which is impressive because you recently saw Sheep Detectives.
I know. The Sheep Detectives.
The Sheep Detectives.
Yeah.
And you're holding out that In the Gray is the best movie you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And
because you're committed to a system more than anybody I've ever met in my life.
Yeah.
Our system is best movie I've ever seen.
Yeah. Okay. And I would never change that.
Right. Good for you.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen, next week we're not going to be here. But the following week we're going to be talking about Mandalorian and Grogu.
Mandalorian and Grogu, not Mandalorian Baby Yoda.
Yeah. Not Boba Fett.
Right.
Yes.
Yoda. Yes, that's the other thing. Looks just like Boba Fett. What's the deal with Boba Fett?
He stole armor from a group of people called Mandalorians who all wear this type of armor.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
See, now you're just putting the pieces together for me. You're just, I got a lot of questions and you're just filling in the gaps, filling in the answers.
I have answers.
Yes. Yeah.
So we will be reviewing The Mandalorian and Grogu, but it won't be next week because it's an American holiday and people will be busy.
Yeah, what's up?
But we'll be back to our regularly scheduled the following week.
Indeed.
So.
Indeed we will.
Yeah.
For Mandalorian and Grogu, which is going to be in IMAX and 3D and 2D.
That's crazy.
Big
That is
time.
crazy.
Big time.
All right, man. That's it for this part of the show. Next up, we have a very important part of the show where we go over listener feedback, questions, comments, so forth and so on. People who wrote into the show who think these guys need to know what I think.
Right.
And boy, do we ever. First up, we have, let me just clue this up.
Please come home. I got beans and bologna.
If there was ever a reason to come home,
Right. Beans and bologna would do it.
beans and bologna
Yeah.
are the number one reason.
First up, we have Tony Bologna, a.k.a. Tony. Some folks know him better as Tony Bologna.
Tony Blanche.
Tony Bologna wrote in and said, I'm listening to the Penn Cinema podcast at work, listening to the Penn Cinema podcast. David is on vacation this week. I do not know where, although I do know he did not go to CinemaCon.
Yeah. What? I did spend a lot of time dreaming.
Yeah, talking
So,
about how you
yeah.
weren't at CinemaCon.
Yeah. So this is an email we missed last week.
Yeah. So Tony goes on to refer to David as you ray of beaming sunshine, you joy-filled, hope-giving, pleasant disposition, motivated movie watching, inspirational viewing, enthusiastic, blissfully happy, down-to-earth, pragmatic movie reviewer of The Devil Wears Prada. Oh, wait, I guess that was a little over the top. And so now I'm reading this and I'm thinking to myself, oh, good, he's making fun of David.
Yeah, you'd think.
You would think. And then he goes, oh, wait, sorry, Penn. That must have all been pretty awkward for you to read all of that.
What?
And then he had some commentary about my ability. We discussed this last week, so we don't need to he had some commentary about my ability to grin as you spiraled into your out of control.
Yeah. I returned to work.
I was surprised at what a big impression that made on all our viewers.
It really did.
Yeah.
And I returned to work to a new title above my desk. It said like The Devil Wears Prada #1 fan.
No.
And I unceremoniously took it down and moved on with my life.
Right.
And
As one does.
But I did get a lot of people who don't listen to the show and didn't know what happened, asking me what was up because they didn't understand what that meant. Was I a big fan of it or did I not like it?
Right.
And then I had to be like, well, I didn't like it. Sorry.
Actually, you see, I don't know if you've seen the movie yet, but Meryl Streep exited this one building in Italy, and then in the very next scene, she was at this other building in Italy, which was impossibly across the entire country.
Yeah.
So it's completely unrealistic.
Not possibly.
Can
but
we
it was-
get back to talking about
according to-
Star Wars for a minute?
According to the Google,
Let me tell you
that I
some more
put-
about Dungeon Crawler Carl.
it was 33 minutes away from the door she walked out of.
Right.
Yeah.
And we know what a stickler you are for accuracy in
Yeah.
your fiction stories.
Please. All right, next up we have Don Damon.
Don Damon, love
He
this
writes
guy.
and he says, David should have watched The Devil Wears Prada before seeing 2. Second movie's references the first one frequently. I enjoyed both movies. David is wrong. It's not the worst film of the year.
What
It
up?
has Anne Hathaway in it, which we are in the midst of the Anne Hathaway awakening.
The Anne Hathaway awakening.
And it has to be good.
Yeah.
He also went on to say Billie Eilish, the movie, he got to experience the best part of the concert was experiencing the pain points of kids playing music too loud these days and holding up their phones. He also thought Mortal Kombat was overall enjoyable, and he's a big fan of Carl Urban, but he wanted to know, was the movie filmed in the Penn Cinema Lidditz lobby? Because it looked like it was that level of production. Then he goes on to say, I'd like to read Dungeon Crawler Carl, hoping to borrow it from David or the Advocates in the future. I'll borrow Penn's copy. Actually, let me put in a request for it. By the time Penn finishes it and gets it to me, I'll read it to my grandkids.
I didn't even know his children were pregnant.
Well, he said, for context, I'm not yet married and I have no kids.
Roger that.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Ah,
So the new bet.
yeah.
We used to have a bet about who's going to finish. David going to finish all 8 books, or Penn's going to finish the first book.
Yeah.
The new bet is who wins. Penn finishes the first book, or Don Damon has grandchildren.
I like it.
I'm still working on Dune.
Wow, no, you're not. That's a lie.
That's a straight up lie.
I'll do this next one too because there's going to be a real long one, and I want you to handle that one.
Right.
Black Bumper Becky writes in. Yeah.
Right.
She says, you're tossing around the idea of a honk a la the Beverly Hillbillies for me. And I respectfully request a rebrand. May I recommend a sound from Back to the Future? It is my favorite movie. What sound would we use from Back to the Future?
I don't know.
That's a good point.
The theme song?
Yeah. That won't get us in trouble.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. What sound effect is she talking about?
I don't know.
Is there a famous one?
Maybe when all the manure falls on the guys.
What I was thinking we should do,
Yeah.
just because she asked us not to.
Is do a really obnoxious horn?
No, well, she doesn't want us to do like the old, what'd she call it? The honk a la Beverly Hillbillies. Why don't we give her like a big Mack truck honk, like
Yeah.
like an air horn?
Oh, I thought I had an air horn in here.
That would be great. We should give her that. That's what we'll do.
Like a brr, 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 brr. But
Or why don't you just do that every? Also, yeah.
yeah.
All right. Well, next up,
All right.
we have a Hall of Famer writing in.
Oh, here we go. No? Not the
I think
same?
she deserves her own sound.
Okay. And not something generic.
Right.
Interesting. Next up.
It's the final countdown.
Oh, wow.
Why is that so
Could
short?
have been longer, right?
David, let's have longer.
I think longer is better.
Longer is
The
definitely better.
longer we dance, the more people want to watch.
I was putting down the moves.
You were.
I was cutting a rug.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was cutting the cheese.
Right. Again,
thing.
we all have our own roles. We all know what we need to do for the show. All right, top 10 Sarah wrote in. We should clarify.
Yeah.
Because for a long time we've been a little unpredictable. We've just been putting email addresses out there willy-nilly.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
in our production meeting last week, it was brought up that people might be confused about our email address. And sure enough, Sarah writes in, and right off the top, she's talking about being a little confused. And this is one of our favorite listeners.
Yeah.
So if Sarah can't keep track, I think it's time, once and for all, we just get a new podcast name
A new
that
email.
everyone can count on.
Yeah.
Podcast@penncinema.com. That's it.
Seems so easy.
That's what we're going with.
Why didn't we start with that one?
It's good. It's international.
Oh, okay.
It's easy to remember.
yeah.
It
Works
has
on the dark
Sarah's
web.
it has a Sarah's name in it,
Yeah.
right?
Has Sarah's name in it.
None of her letters are in the. One of her letters is in
Yeah.
it. Okay. Top 10 Sarah writes in and says, "Did I send this to the right email? I didn't want to send it to the old address. I'm still trying to catch up on the podcast. Thank goodness there's a lot of paint I need to watch dry in my house. I wanted to email y'all because I say Project Hail Mary. I'm guessing saw Project Hail Mary last night. David very nicely invited me to come with some of the usual suspects on opening weekend, but I was in Chicago. Everyone's favorite sister and I have had a rough couple months, so I haven't been in the headspace to really do much research about the movie. But even in this mindset, I still heard the buzz surrounding it. On Wednesday this week, one of my coworkers brought the Project Hail Mary book with her, this inciting a conversation about the movie. So 4 of us decided to go see the movie the very next night at Penn Cinema. She wanted to see it again, and 2 of us wanted to see it for the first time. It's pretty unheard of that I would go to see a movie on school night. But boy, am I glad I did. I also glad I knew literally nothing about the movie except that it was about space. I didn't know it was going to be so funny, and I had not seen any trailers showing the alien. I'm glad I didn't, and I'm so glad it wasn't some kind of humanoid type thing. I've never rooted so hard for a space rock to come back to life. Same with me.
Yeah.
And if I said to Amy, if they kill off, we were watching it together, and Amy had read the book, but I had not. And I said to Amy, I was already like tears, crying about Rocky being in such rough shape. And I said to Amy, if they kill off this rock, I'm out of here.
You're out.
Like that would ruin the movie. Thank God.
Yeah.
Sarah goes on to say, I enjoyed the cinematography and all the odd camera angles they used. I loved every second of this movie, and I'm so glad I saw it in the theater. I just want to take a little programming note.
Yeah.
Project Hail Mary is heading into its 8th week.
Whoa.
It is still playing strong.
Nice.
I just published showtimes for Memorial Day weekend this morning. I'm going to be adding more showtimes. So if you haven't caught up to it, it's a great weekend to come out and see it. Yeah, it's one of those movies that's going to hold up for a long time. Like,
Yeah, just hit PVOD too.
Yeah, is it really already?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
Sarah's experience was not perfect, however. She shared with us...
What?
Yeah,
How
I know.
could it not be?
I know, hard to believe. She shared with us one very small criticism. I had the chicken sandwich, which I'm sure tasted fine, but I have a cold, so I couldn't taste it. The sandwich was the perfect texture. It came with potato chips. These chips were very crispy and therefore very loud to eat in a quiet movie theater. Since I had no idea what this movie was about besides space, I thought it would be an appropriately loud movie with space battles and loud explosions to cover my very loud chips. Alas, this was not the case. In fact, it might have been the quietest movie I've seen, with parts that were completely silent, which added to my love of this movie. They weren't afraid of long silent moments because we all know that in space nobody can hear you scream.
Or eat chips. Yeah.
Making my hunger an issue. Thankfully, the person sitting next to me was a friend. Well, at least we were before the movie.
Perfect. What better way to ruin a friendship than with Project Hail Mary?
I refuse to believe, right? I refuse to believe that her potato chips are any louder than somebody opening a Twizzlers or like shaking a box of Goober. Like, isn't that...
But it would go on for a lot longer.
Yeah, that's true.
Because it'd be, the problem with that situation is just when you think it's done.
Right. Right. Well, they're very popular, so you're just going to keep getting chips with your chicken. Tough shit.
Yeah.
I just got the episode of the podcast when Penn was talking about wearing the same shirt, and David made fun of him saying that you had the same shirt in multiple colors. This reminded me of my coworker, Adam. Now, I should warn you, I'm almost positive she's not talking about Adam Driver.
No, wait, what? I thought that he worked at Metro Pet. That's why he hasn't been in some movies.
Right. But I think now he's back to acting. Yeah. So I'm sure that that's what she's talking
He probably
about.
worked at the Duke Street
Yeah,
one or whatever.
some weird...
one in the town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I go into the one in Leola now.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
It's different.
Yeah.
It's different. I've been there a couple times.
Yeah.
But I have been to the one in the city.
I've not.
Yeah, it's tiny.
We're talking about our favorite veterinary clinic, which David calls Metro Pet,
Yeah, Metro Pet Vet Clinic.
and I call it Manheim Pike Clinic Hospital,
Yeah.
Veterinary Clinic,
Which are both correct.
which are both correct because they were like, what should we name our business? And one guy was like A, and then the other vet was like B, and the other vet was like C, and they were like, how about they couldn't decide, so they just
We'll call it
decided
all
we'll
three.
call it all three.
Depending on where you go and what
Right.
time of day.
Right, and when you started taking your pet there.
Yeah, and it's all the same people.
But that's why they're so good, because they didn't waste any energy coming up with a name for their clinic.
Not like us.
Right.
We spent so much time.
Right. Penn Cinema Podcast.
Yeah.
Right.
We were like,
Cutting edge.
what do we call it? How do we get through that we're both from Penn Cinema and we're a podcast?
So anyway, yeah. So they spent no time coming up with a name, so therefore they allowed extra time to be amazing vets.
Yeah.
So shout out to our friends at the Metro Pet
Manheim
Vet Clinic.
Pike.
Manheim Pike
Please.
Vet Clinic. So Top 10 Sarah's friend, Adam, which we're not sure whether or not it's Adam Driver.
Yeah, we suspect not.
Right. But anyway, this guy, Adam, for 20 years, every year with his uniform allowance, he would buy 6 sets of the exact same scrubs, 6 instead of 5 in case he had to work on Saturday. Every year he mixes it up and buys a different color from the year before. I'm pretty sure he also brought a briefcase to school like David.
What? Guy after my own heart.
I take a little umbrance with that.
Yeah.
There's nobody like David.
Nobody like me. She also, I want to read this
Oh, God.
real quick. She sent me a thing and she said, let me see here. She said, I went to borrow Dirt Digger Carl or whatever the name is from Libby, but it's a 13-week wait to get it.
Yeah.
And so she started this thing where she now never refers to it as Dungeon Crawler Carl. It's always a new name.
It's always a new name.
It lands with Carl.
Yeah. What's with these people at the vet clinics that they can't stick with a name?
Well, they got to remember all these pet names.
Oh,
Like,
right.
They're
Hannah.
always like off the wall.
Yeah.
You know, like Mama's doorknob.
Right.
Or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for writing in, everybody. If you want to be a part of the show like these great people, best way to do that is podcast@pencinema.com. Or you can leave us a comment on any of our social medias and we'll get it there. It's YouTube and YouTube and TikTok, Facebook.
And if you're on YouTube, then the right move right there is while you're watching the show. Like right now, you're watching the show. There's not much going on. There's a little in between segments here. This would be a great time to click like and click subscribe.
Wow. That is perfect timing.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. You know, we heard a lot from people today, but honestly, the only person I really want to hear from is you. And I constantly feel like, Penn, what's up with you? Oh, quick. He's got to get himself ready.
I was getting a little rest in.
Yeah. First thing I want to know what's up with you is what's up with you and this picture of the wall.
This picture, you're going to feel bad for making fun of me.
I'm not making fun of you. I'm just curious.
This picture on the wall is an original Peter John Ketchum painting.
Okay.
And it is called Ida in the Grand Central Photo Booth. And it is a painting that he did from a photo booth photo found in an album, like an old photo album. And it is, we think, related to ladies at the casino. And this painting appeared in the Guggenheim during a show that was curated by Thomas Krenz in his show, which was called 35 Artists of North America.
Wow.
And my dad...
I thought it was a picture.
Yeah.
It's pretty impressive.
Well, he does a lot of mixed media art.
Have you ever noticed he hasn't painted us?
It's weird.
And then we've got
Right.
there's lots of pictures.
And for that, I count my blessings every day. I've been watching a show that I'm absolutely obsessed with. The other people in my house are not on the same page, but I love it. It's called Search Party.
Okay.
It's with the lead actress is the girl who plays Maybe in Arrested Development.
Okay. Yeah.
It's not, I'm not saying it's cutting edge or that it's great or like whatever, because, it's not. But it is, all the characters are so well written and so fascinating. Like, you want to see like what in the world happens next.
Ooh.
It's so good. It's called Search Party. It's on Netflix. Amy and I are really enjoying a sitcom that Marley recommended to us called Running Point, which is also on Netflix. This would be a cross between Ted Lasso and, I don't know, maybe like Arrested Development.
Theodore Lassou?
Yes.
Okay.
Theo.
Yeah.
And last but not least, what did I write down there last?
Legends?
Oh
yeah, your papers.
I watched an entire series called Legends. It's with a famous actor who you would recognize but not know. You know what I mean? Like you know this guy, you've seen him before.
Yeah.
The show's not very good, but again, first of all, it takes place in London, so it's fun to watch. And second of all, you just want to see like what happens.
Interesting.
Do you know what I mean? Like it's not a great show. I'm not saying it's a great show, but it's like at the end of every episode, you're like, oh, I wonder how are they going to get out of this pickle? Ooh. So the next thing do you ever do that negotiation with yourself where you're like, okay, well, we'll watch the very beginning of the next episode just to see how they get out of this pickle. Next thing you know, you're halfway into that episode and you're like, well, this isn't going to end well.
Yeah.
And you got to find that.
There's a certain book series that have that struggle.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
But that's a lot of reading. Yeah. Speaking of reading, I've not made a lot of progress.
Well, I noticed something was missing from this list. You didn't even pretend this week.
Well, right.
Like it wasn't like I read it. I read some, meaning you moved it from one table to another.
No. Last week I reported that I read some, and I had, but this week I did not get to any reading.
Wow.
I don't know what to tell you. I'm really struggling because I want to quit reading this book.
Oh, but if you do,
you alleged the other day that, and I don't know, maybe like, you know this guy. You've seen him before.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you know this guy. I think the quote was, "It's almost like you can't finish a book."
Yeah, it is almost like that. It's weird, right?
It's weird. I just don't want you to be right.
Yeah, and that might have been my goal the whole time.
Let me bring this book series into the show so that I can prove once and for all that Ben can't finish a book. That's not true. I finished tons of books, but just not Dune and not this one. But I'm working on it. I have not quit, and I'm not gonna quit. I'm gonna keep reading it.
Yeah. As a published author twice over.
Yes, indeed.
Have you ever finished your own books?
No. David, one of the reasons that I haven't been doing any reading is because I've been fielding a lot of calls. And all the calls there's a lot of this, all over the place, but they all boil down to one common thing.
That's crazy.
What's up with you?
What's up with me? I'll tell you what's up with me. I was, not last week, but the week before I was on vacation.
Indeed. Were you at CinemaCon?
Weirdly, no.
Oh, okay.
It was weird.
Because I was at CinemaCon the week before you went on vacation, so I thought when you went on vacation, you would be at CinemaCon.
We were tag teaming.
Right.
Yeah, for the 2-week event. And you would have thought that I would have watched a lot of stuff on vacation. And I remember reporting that I had not.
Right.
I'm doing a lot of other stuff. But then...
A lot of other stuff.
But then all of a sudden... I watched a bunch of movies last week when I was not on vacation.
Right. Funny how that works.
It filled up my time pretty. I watched a movie called Get Duked, which I know we reviewed the trailer for, about these kids that have to go from point A to point B in the London wilderness, and then they're being hunted by some older people. I did not care for it. I thought it was not great.
But you watched the whole thing.
I did.
This was a movie or a show?
It was a movie.
Okay.
I watched the whole thing because I was with someone who was watching it for their third time, and they were really excited to show it to me.
Oh my God. That's the absolute worst.
Yeah.
I won't do that anymore.
Yeah?
Not the part you did, the part they did. I refuse to tell anybody like, hey, you gotta watch this movie. It's so good. Come on, watch it with me. We'll get together and we'll watch this movie because it's so good. Because 9 times out of 10, it falls flat.
Yeah. Yeah. Agreed. And then I watched half of the John Adams miniseries, which is fantastic still. And then for Mother's Day, I watched a fabulous Mother's Day movie called Crime 101.
Oh, yeah. I saw that.
Which I also did not like.
I think I liked it. It takes place on Route 101. The criminal, all his jewelry heists are off the road 101. They're at the highway.
I felt like this movie was 4 hours long. And it just... The thing was, it's not like... No part of it's bad as much as it just felt like it could be so much shorter.
Yeah.
And like I really, really, really liked the ending.
Yeah.
But it just... I was so tired of waiting to get there. Could that have been because we stopped it like 6 times for my mom to go do things in the middle of it? I mean,
there's no way to know.
You can't.
Right. No.
You can't.
That's just one of those unanswerable questions.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I didn't hate it. I just thought it was long, you know. And then I am about a third of the way through the Butcher's Masquerade. So I finished the prior Dungeon Crawler Carl book.
Right. So what number are you on?
5.
Okay.
I'm about a third.
I got time.
Third through 5. Which I will say that I think so far 4 was the slowest and hardest to read. And I spoke about this before. I think it was the way that he wrote his chapters. They were very long. So in one night, I would read 1 to 2 chapters and feel like I made no progress, even though I had covered like
150 pages.
Yeah. But this one is back to the shorter dopamine hit chapters that go really quickly and make you want to read the next one. Yeah. And
in my experience so far, I have found book number 1 to be the hardest
to get through.
Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting. Well, I did speak with someone today or yesterday about Dungeon Crawler Carl, and they were like, it just didn't grasp me. And then it turns out that they didn't even get to where Donut gets, like they had gotten to the point where Donut had gotten the treat, but no further.
Oh,
and I was like, and I started telling about like how it's better in the second half. And they were like, oh, that sounds like something I'd really like. And I was like, yeah, you just give enough time.
Yeah, come on, man. Be a reader like us.
Yeah, come on.
We're avid
Like
readers, me and
us.
David. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just
Yeah.
got to read like us.
Yeah. I'm curious to see if your task of reading 12 books this year
Oh, it's going to happen.
is it?
It is, because when I'm done with this, I'm going to go back to reading books I like.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But beforehand, it had been 3 months and you were still only at one.
True. Very true. Right. So, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I got credit for the one. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. You tried to take that away from yourself, but I was insistent
Yeah, indeed.
that you should get credit for that.
Right. Okay.
All right, well, that's it. So, look, that's all for our show this week. We're not going to be here next week, but when we come back, we're going to
boy.
be talking about The Mandalorian and Grogu. And boy, are we pumped to chat about Yoda
Right.
and Boba Fett.
Right.
Yeah. But until then, the best way to keep in touch with us and let us know what you think of things is to email us at our new permanent
That's
official
it. Our forever email.
Yeah. podcast@pencinema.com. But if you want to support the show,
Right.
Penn, what is the number one way people can take care of that?
Well, David, the doctors have been reaching out to me, and they're going like crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm going to solicit some help from our listeners.
Okay.
Because I'm trying to create change.
Yeah.
I'm trying to affect some change
Yeah.
on the YouTube.
I can't wait for the Obama style
Right,
change
right.
with your picture.
Right. I'm trying to affect some change on YouTube because currently what the doctors are complaining to me about is that they would love to be able to click prescribe on the
Yeah.
YouTube videos because everybody can click subscribe, but they know that the best thing you could do for your mental health is to take in an episode of the Penn Cinema podcast every week without fail.
Right.
And what they would like to be able to do is to prescribe it to people.
Which is
But-
why we're missing a week so the junkies can,
Right.
can come crawling back.
That's it. But there's no prescribe button. So if you have contacts at YouTube or the ability to reach out to our friends at YouTube, please do. Please encourage them to add a prescribe button so that our doctor friends, and that includes the vets, the veterinary friends, that they can also prescribe. Like, for example, Dr. Steed, I didn't want to bring this up in public, but Dr. Steed made a pitch to me privately that he would like to be able to prescribe the Penn Cinema podcast to Hannah and, a lot of the pets that they treat because he thinks that would really be helpful for their well-being.
Oh, yeah.
But there's no prescribe button on the, so he said he's really frustrated with that.
It's hard to write out every single time.
No, you can't write.
Doctors can't read their writing.
No, plus they don't, they just want to click.
Yeah.
Click through. So if you know people at YouTube, please go ahead and help us affect the change, that in these difficult times, this would really help things.
Yeah. Well, say you don't know a doctor and you don't know any YouTube people.
Right.
How else could you support the show?
Well, tell a friend how much you enjoy the show. Just tell a friend.
If you don't have any friends, tell us.
You got us.
We're your friends.
Yep. Podcast@pencinema.com.
All right. Well, that's the show. Once again, I'm David Moulton.
And I'm Penn Ketchum. Take care and party on.
Thanks for joining us this episode. Our hosts would love to hear from you. To contact the show with your thoughts and reviews, email podcast@penncinema.com. This podcast is a production of Penn Cinema. Escape to the movies at Penn Cinema, featuring crisp digital projection, killer sound, reserved seating, and premium power recliners. With locations in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, Wilmington, Delaware, and Huntington Valley, Pennsylvania. Showtimes and tickets available at www.penncinema.com.